Greetings. That wasn't a very flattering picture, was it? I was trying to move to adjust my seat for you all to look at my ensemble outfit. I have on a red shirt. No. Anyway, so I was just trying to get the angles right and so y'all can see my baby hairs. See. Anyway, um, greetings. Of course, you all know them. Dr. Ass. How you doing, sis? How you doing, Dakara? I can't wait, girl, till my store, YouTube start blowing up. I can't wait. I can't wait. No, anyway. um, man, so much going on in these YouTube streets. I'm staying out of it. I am no commented. But anyway, so well, first, let me say a couple of things. Let me give a shout out to rest in peace, Nipsey. I didn't really follow many of his music, but I did follow a few things regarding. I watched a lot of his interviews. I've always watched his interviews. He had a couple songs. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. I knew he was on a little knowledge, so that's how I kind of came about him because he was on a little knowledge, and I don't know. I guess because I was in the so-called conscious community. I guess that's kind of where my background technically is, but now I'm just in a community of my own. So I just kind of chill. I do what I do and I keep it going. I know knowledge. I have knowledge. I have a library at home. I teach my grandchildren. I teach my children. I taught my children and they didn't listen. So, so I mean, that is what it is. They have it in their own way. And I don't force it. You don't force it down their throat. You just let children be themselves, and they got their own spiritual pathway. And when you understand that, it is what it is. I was looking for my little shade. Oh, here it is. Looking for my little shade, but I sell these. I sell them a little small for your lips or your face. Just to carry around in your purse, whatever you want to do with it. So I sell these little things, and I got the big bottles over yonder. Anyway, so I want to give him a shout out to his family, loved ones, etc. No one deserves to be shot down like a dog. I'm just, I'm saddened about it. It's not just about him, but it's about many Black lives that are lost due to street activity, street tribes having tribal. Yes, we're tribal people by nature. However, it's getting worse and worse and worse. And oh shit, I'm dropping my stuff, and it's probably going to be all for him. I mean, for her, because I'm dealing with some energy, and so it is. And so when you understand that, it's sad because it happens every day, not just to celebrities. It just touches us. It's more whole. It's more because we seen him in interviews, because we seen him, do music, and he was doing a lot for the community. I seen a lot of stuff. Now I did see that, and I did know about that, but I knew less about his music. I was more into a lot of progression that he was doing, and he was kind of a cute guy, though, right? And so I studied that aspect of him, what he was doing in the community, because I know eventually I'm going to start back. I just want to do it differently. I don't want to do it how I was doing it before because I used to be a Panther. And I don't want to do it that way anymore. I would like to really help people for real, but I want to first get my business the way that it needs to be. And then once I'm able to do that, because I'm in the heart of the urban community, as they call it, as they politically say, I'm in the heart of the urban community. And because I'm in the heart of the urban community, a lot of walks of life walk through here. And by me being in Louisville, Kentucky, I do have a lot of people who it's not really, it's not really segregated like it was, because I'm from St. Louis. St. Louis is very segregated. They have an Italian side. It's called the Hill. That's where the Italians be. Then they have like another area where the Jewish community is mostly. They also have, and that's, again, they have the Black community that's over in certain areas. Then they have the poor Black community, and then they have the white community. So, and then they have the diverse. They have like some forms of mixture. But either way, St. Louis is definitely segregated on down to race, even on down to religious beliefs. So that's the area that I came from, and then I get here, and it's a total culture shock because everybody's in the hood, white, black people in the same hood as white folks here. I've never seen that before in my life. But anyway, so in saying that, is that I have many different walks of life that will come here and not necessarily be afraid unless they like real bougie. But I have bougie clients as well. They're still coming here. I just walk them. I just go out to the car and walk them, and it's not that bad. It's not like that. I'm probably exaggerating more. It's not even that bad. I'm from St. Louis, so this is nowhere near bad over here. So it's pretty cool, But the point is, I'm in the Black community is what I'm trying to say. So some more of my programs, but I just don't want to do it the same way I did it before. I know I'm supposed to be talking about matches. It's not as progressive as lightning with the lighters, because you can hold it like that. And I don't, because I use my hands a lot. I'm messing with herbs. I'm lighting stuff. I'm healing people. I'm touching people with my energy and stuff like that. Because I want the G. I want some good energy. And then I'm doing a reading on Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop. And so when you're doing a reading on that, I'm not saying she's a bad energy, but she definitely has a lot of things following her. And yeah. So anyway, I'm ready to get started. Hold on. My king always tries to text me at the wrong moment. I swear he does. Okay. All right. Okay, let's get to getting. All right. So anyway, these are my original cards that I use a lot. I use these a lot. These are not the ones I had when I was like in the 7th grade. I got some cards I used that's in the set that I used when I was in 7th grade. I somehow can't find the old ones. I don't know what that's about. I have the real old ones are on my altar where my mom's placed at, and then I have bought like 2 more packs, but I think they're in that bag over yonder in the other room. Yeah, I'm country too, so I'm a different kind of country. Anyway, so let me get this going. I like the other cards. I bought these other new cards, and they're pretty. I like the energy off of them. I don't necessarily go off the cards. Say I go off the energy that I feel from the cards. That's probably different to say. Jeez. Okay, let me get this energy going. And I have to, I always have to take my time in doing things because I'm exerting a lot of energy. All right, hold on. Here I go. Jeez. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to do I think that she deserves probably way more energy than most people that I've done readings on, because of, in light of everything that's happening or occurring in her life. And I feel like a lot of turmoil, which is why I lit. Thank you, Sakara, for still staying with me, sis. I appreciate you. Okay. This burns out so fast sometimes, but that's okay. What I like about it, you got to get it to a healthy medium, is that you can always keep these for like 6 months. I like literally had one that I kept for 6 months because of the way they are. So I love them. I sell them, of course. I got like a whole bunch. I have many different types with me, but then don't follow through. Okay, so let's continue on. Now, a couple of things. I have a court trial, etc. She has some legal binding contracts that she really has to deal with. That's not a question. And so she has, this is more than just a casual agreement there, but she does have certain potentials that she could possibly get out of it if she utilizes her potential in the right way. Interrupt me. Yes. And it's always, every time I get on the live, nobody calls me until I get on live. As soon as I get on live, people want to book appointments. Anyway, so what happens is she has a lot of potential to get off from this, but it really depends on her. It's not really necessarily about the court system. It's really upon her and what she wants to do with the energy. And if she really thinks about it clearly and makes some things happen, then she'll be able to have some stuff to happen. But if she does not, and she continues to play with the scenario, then it will end greatly bad for her. But I do see some potential where she can get out of this. Now, her getting out of it won't be unscathed. So she's probably going to end up having to do like some rehab, or really discussing, where her life is. And she really should do some type of rehab, even if she needs to find out exactly why she's hurting, and she needs to deal with it. And I think some of it she knows, but I think a lot of things are underneath the surface, right? Obviously, because of where she came from, her background, her childhood, obviously, so that is definitely a factor in her making certain decisions in her life and not being able to not really be as successful as she is, and also have greater for herself. But she can't do that because she's not dealing with shits. She's not dealing with the real. She's not, when we speak on reality TV, she's not dealing with the real reality. And it's a lot of what is the word? It's a lot of excusatory for being like this. And it's a lot of, it's okay. And she's being edged on and egged on to, how you doing? How you doing, beautiful? She's been egged on to do certain things that she shouldn't necessarily want to do but it's a lot of dysfunction in her life. And so, of course, by there being a lot of dysfunction, I'll do it in a minute when I get done with Tommie Lee from Love and Hip Hop, and Instagram. I guess she was an Instagram model, right? So the thing is, we have to really look at certain things, and she has to be really honest with why, and not just put the blame game. You did this, but really start healing and really start working on healing, and not allowing herself to be, to be in that way, to not go to the different level to where she needs to go to. Okay. And so right now, I also do see that certain things are going to begin to start happening in her life. Certain things that she's worked for will pay off. I can say that at the same time. So it's all about her lending, like I said, her going to rehab and filming that and going through a redemption process. If she's able to go through the redemption process, getting it videotaped, I think a lot more offers will begin to start coming to her. but she was going to have to go outside of that, and she's going to have to not only just do it for TV, but she's going to have to really do it for herself. If she just does it for TV, then it's not going to be legitimate, and she's going to be right back in the same boat, and it's going to go worse because of that karmic energy that's following her. And so she has to really be truthful and honest, okay, about it. And I do see more opportunities, and I see more monies that's going to be coming her way. And so it's all about her being able to connect with that. And so she just needs to get ready to start receiving things, because she's going to she's going to have to really learn how to deal with fame. Because this is what she's experiencing now is like, people are laughing at her and enjoying the effery, okay? They're enjoying the effery of her energy and exploiting it and loving it and getting off on it. And now, because it got too real, you know what I'm saying, when things go too real, sometimes people can't handle that. And that's what it is gone into now. I do see some redemption for her and her children. I do see that. I already see some things that's going to be coming together, but she's going to have to really work on her relationship more or less with her mother. And her mother's going to have to also deal with her issues as well, because there's a lot of systemic issues within the family. And it's not just the bullshit they show on TV, but it's some real issues. And so they're going to have to, they're kind of like all in water. They love each other to life, but there's still a lot of dysfunctionality in their relationship. It's like a dual relationship. It comes with love, but it comes with dysfunction, pain, and anger on both ends. Her mother's angry with her as well, and she's angry with her mother. Her children love her, same thing. And so there's like and I hate telling people this, and I hate using this type of language, but it's like a generational curse. And it's going to keep following if it does not stop at this point in time. If the families, if she does not, because she has to recognize this. I mean, it's like Helen Keller could see, Stevie Wonder, Ray Charles, when he was alive, could have seen that this is a generational situation. And me as a healer know for a fact it is, and can't nobody tell me otherwise. So she has to really deal with that. Her mother has to deal with that. Her great-great-grandmother. I mean, it's just something about the women in their family. They have been going through a lot of different things, and it's a lot of self-destruction that follows. And she has to, at some point in time, decide on, like, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with this drama. I don't want this energy anymore. I want the best for me. I want to be great. I want to become a rapper. I want to go beyond a rapper. I want to do this wine label. I want to do all these different things, because she has a lot of opportunity. A lot of people want to give her, but they're afraid of her, and they don't want to deal with her because they feel like she's bad business. And on the inside, and a lot of things, she is misunderstood, and because she has that tick or that time switch. It's just like a light switch. Either the mother, excuse me, I was almost gonna curse. Let me cut that out. I'm not gonna do that on here today. But it's like a light switch. It's like either the MF go off or the MF come on. And sometimes it just snatch off real fast. You looking like, dang, the lights went out. What happened? Right. That's basically her energy. It's like a light switch. And she's like hot. And you got to understand that with her being, I think she's a Gemini. And that probably will make sense. And with her energy, she's like hot and cold at the same time. So she can love. So for her, it's not difficult. It's not really dysfunctional for her, but it is in real life. But for her, it's not dysfunctional because she can hate you and love you at the same damn time. I mean, hate the hell out you, hate you, but love you and want to help you. So she'll help you, but hurt you at the same time. You know, it's like stab you and kiss you, stab you, kiss you, stab you, kiss you, you know, choke you, kiss you, you know, type of deal. And so that's scary. That's scary for a lot of people that will want to invest into her. And people do want to invest in her, but she has to kind of get that. She's going to have to find that niche of controlling some of that. And the alcohol and any substance won't help with that because it's like a time bomb. And so when the alcohol, she probably can get self-control over herself, obviously, right? But mixed with the alcohol is a bad bad, let me repeat, bad thing. And so when she's able to make some changes with that, with getting the sobriety that she really needs, yeah, it is. With the sobriety that she really needs, then she'll be able to make some deep changes in her lifestyle and with her energy, and she could really do some great things. And because of the fact that she's from the hood, and because the fact that um she does have kind of a business mind though. And see, that's another thing that's underestimated about her. And what's great about her is that people will never see her coming. And so that's another good thing about her, because she could like sneak up, and right when she's sneaking up, right when these artists, she's anybody right now, any rap female right now can really come in and take it over. Because right now, because of the whole thing going on, because Cardi B too focused on social media. And so if you can get somebody to just come in and take over, they can take it down, they can take over. But let me also say this: I am an energy that understands, I'm a female, and I don't necessarily believe that, I don't believe it's only one that can be on top. I believe that it could be multiple people on top doing different things that have a different niche to them. And because of that, I think that because of everything that's going on right now, she definitely has a potential to go out there. Nobody really has to have. I'm not saying she's not talented. I'm not saying that. I'm not even saying Cardi B's not talented. I'm not saying none of these sisters or women aren't talented. But what I am saying is that, right. But what I am saying that is people have to be able to have to find their niche. And you don't really need, back in the, I'm a 70s baby. I was born in the 70s. But back in the 90s with rap, you actually had to know how to rap. Or someone was writing your rhymes the same way they do today, but they didn't tell people they was writing. Now it doesn't matter whether somebody's writing your rhymes or not writing your rhymes. Because at the end of the day, if you know how to deliver them, if you can deliver them, articulate them, then you good, right? And then you get into the rap business, then you move on anywhere else, because that's kind of where the rap game is. The rap has been established that way, where you are rap, and then you go, maybe whatever, rapping may not really be your passion, but you're just doing it to get in the doorway to make some things happen. And so once the doors of heaven open up, so to speak, you're able to make other things happen in your lifestyle. That's what it is. So, also, she has to really number one, she needs to get her chakras cleared. But her second chakra, which is this one, which is the solar, I'm sorry, not solar, navel, or the solar, the sacral, I'm sorry, the sacral or the navel chakra, which is 3 inches below the navel, the belly button, right? This clearly is the worst one of hers. All of her chakras are blocked, don't get it twisted, but that one is by far the worst one. And that's because of that fact of dealing with, and let's check this out, is that you're dealing with that energy of taking her to that level of her intimacy and her creativity. And that's a lot of times when people have that chakra, when it's off, is because either these 3 chakras a lot of times deal with some type of sexual abuse or rape or something like that, or some type of a violation, any type of abuse in these areas. Those areas are going to always be, you have to really pay closer attention to these areas. This one, which is the root chakra, the second chakra, which is the navel chakra I just told you about, and the third chakra, which is the solar plex chakra, which was what I was trying to, I almost said this one for this, but it's not right. Solar plex, sacra, and the root chakra. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So more than likely those usually are going to be dealing with what a lot of people don't tell you. So if one of these are off, usually they're going to be followed up by one. And then sometimes when this one is off, let me make sure I'm clear on my facts. When When this one is off, then you're gonna have some of those off as well. You're gonna have like the sixth, which is the third eye, and the higher connection of the seventh chakra, which is the crown chakra, which is your connection with the higher being or your higher self. Okay. So again, okay. So people always texting me, like I said, doing these weird times. They get on my nerves with that. And that was my son. So the thing is that she has to really work on that, and that's going to be dealing with her creativity and intimacy level. Okay, and that's going to also have to be able to help her to land herself in the next level. So she has to begin to start really nurturing herself and really focusing on it, because she has unexplored expressions and some new projects that will be coming up, but she has to really start focusing. And so my recommendation is for her to like possibly rock like a blue color. Like blue will always I told y'all, people call and people start booking appointments now, or they want me to do something. But she's gonna have to learn how to. Okay. So again, she has to really start wearing the color blue. I was like a blue ribbon in her pocket, maybe a blue crystal, to connect with it. It's different types of crystals, not necessarily a blue crystal, but it is a particular blue crystal in mind that I have that she really needs to possibly rock into her uniform, her outfits or something like that, or she can, or a necklace made with that particular crystal, healing crystal. But it's gonna be multiple crystals. But in order to get that creativity back, and that will certainly help her to go to the next level in her life. And that's what I really know to tell her that she needs to work on doing. But she does have a lot of projects that's out right now that she can certainly dive into, but it's like a blocked form because of everything that's going on, because of the chakras being blocked and her not really focusing on the things that she needs to focus on. So her focus is a bit off. Okay. What else did I have to say? All right. And so these energies that I'm picking up, because I'm really holding, and so I do know it's going to be a man that enters into her life that could be possibly a love interest or a new male friend that's going to really look out for her. And they're going to open up a lot of information, a lot of techniques to her. So I don't know if that's going to be like a producer or another rapper or somebody. I don't know. It could be somebody that's definitely that's kind of in the a certain field of hers or similar. It feels like it's similar. And she's going to have to learn certain discipline. She has to learn a new discipline. And that's what I was saying. She has to go through a healing process. And that's the discipline is probably no longer drinking alcohol and or getting angry so fast, and that's whole switch button, right? So that's certainly something that she's gonna that I do see coming. So I do feel like eventually she's gonna get it. She's gonna have a point where she can possibly get it together. Now, whether or not she takes that point, that's something differently. Okay. So she's gonna have to be on the lookout for also someone wanting to help her, and that's possibly going to be a female. And the female is going to come in and be able to assist her in the direction in which she needs to go into. So it's all about her connecting to that female and being able to trust, because she has a lot of trust issues because she's been let down. And so she's going to have to trust that people have the best intentions for us. So it's going to be a male, it's going to be a female. It's going to be two different energies. There's going to, one may possibly be a love interest for her. And the other is definitely going to be a really good person, a really good entity in her life. So she definitely needs to listen to them, those two people. So as of right now, they're good energies. They'll be good energies, okay? And so I do see a lot of opportunities. I think I mentioned that'll be coming her way. So in continuing on with that, and also she has like a mirror that she needs to look through. She needs to look at the mirror, and the mirror is going to reveal the things that she needs to know about herself, and that's going to do and come about some self-healing for her. So that's going to be, yay, a good thing. So she has to definitely start understanding her personal from her spiritual, her physical from the uh, spiritual side. So this is also going to be a time where she will start receiving certain things. Amazing energies will start working in on her behalf, and that's probably like God or her ancestry line. So she's going to get some energy that's going to definitely help her to get more creative and being into more connected to her true energy. And she will begin to start receiving and notice certain power that she may not have known or understood that was there before. And that power is going to be her strength, the strength that was there all along that she never tapped into. And so I do see some form of her being able to tap into certain forms of her energy. And so it's all about her being able to connect and to adjust to that power and being able to work herself to that next level. And so she has to really start believing in herself. So she needs some motivation. And I'm not saying she has low self-esteem, but I'm saying is that she lacks really believing in herself, okay? And she's still that little girl on the inside. You know, we all are still little girls and little boys on the inside. But hers is definitely still hurting. So, okay. And she don't want to do most of the stuff that she's doing anyway. So she is definitely misunderstood. And I think a lot of times she is provoked into doing things to showing her ass for views. I mean, she's helping to show her ass, but I think a lot of times she's placed in situations to show her ass. So I can tell you that. And that's not just reality TV, but that's in general in her life. Her life has always been where she's been provoked into doing things that she didn't necessarily want to do at the time. And then by the time it was over with and she did it, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. You know what I mean? But then she got to still keep on that tough persona to go with, well, you shouldn't have did this or whatever. But on the inside, she really hurt from hurting people. So she has to, and right now it's also hard for her to stop moving forward because of fear of being successful, fear of really having something tangible. Because if she get right to the cusp of doing something really wonderful or great or decent, then somehow she sabotages it because of the fear, because of that mind is a powerful thing. And when you have a bit of a fear and you're like, oh my God, I don't think I could do this, and then something comes in and it knocks it out your hand, and you're like, oh, excuse me, sorry about that curse word. And you say, forget, fudge, I messed up or whatever. And so she has to be more aware about that, her self-worth. And because she has the potential to follow some great things, but it's something about her karmic energy that keeps knocking things down, and it's because of her belief in herself, because she's afraid of success, and because she's afraid of the security. The security is fucking up. Oh, excuse me. I said I would come curse or whatever. So the security is in knowing that I'm gonna mess this up. The unsecurity is like, I don't know that I can actually have a chance to do X, Y, and Z, right? So when that happens, that definitely puts that karmic pathway into your energy of saying, I'm gonna fuck up and I'm gonna fuck up. Damn it. I'm gonna mess it up somehow, one way or the other. So I was trying to do this video without a minimum, at least not saying the F word. But oh well.